Hi everyone, I'm back with another video, and in today's video it's going to be Super D and me versus Strategist 2 versus 2 and Joker KZ. Now of course the map will be Bottleneck, and here are the army compositions that we have for this battle. And of course don't forget to subscribe, turn on the notification to all notifications so that you will not miss an upload or stream from my channel. Let's begin.
New objective.
And so, I will be the green player, and Super D will be the blue player. Now, I'll have a construction yard around here. Now, Super D was asking me if it's possible to have a shipyard within the deployment time. With one construction yard, yes, it is possible, and I just showed him as he requested a few months ago. There goes. So yeah, we're gonna have to gather those containers, skip the container collection part. And as you guys can see right here, okay, this Delta is trying to be annoying. I'd like to be as cost efficient as much as possible and have this resistance player, the yellow player, produce riflemen which are not going to help out. You know, just to somehow deal with that Delta, he has to produce a ton of riflemen, and I'm trying to get rid of those riflemen one at a time, or trying to be annoying. Now, I had another construction yard there, okay, to produce or build a naval platform at the very edge so that the naval platform can cover most area of the ocean on my side. Again, with this Delta right here, trying to be annoying, there's already 5 riflemen. Now, if you compute the resources spent for those riflemen are more than the cost than my Delta. And that does include the riflemen that was annihilated by that Delta alone. Now, I'll have a Cyclone right here to scout. Delta from Super D, okay, going to scout the red player. Hawks are here, okay, and so he's going to have to inform me about it, so I'm going to be aware of it. So yeah, now upon looking at that Hawk, going to undock and going to straight scout our bases. And we also saw that here level 4 HQ for the red player. Excuse me. And then still this guy right here has level 2 shipyard, the yellow player. Now I'll have a special vehicle factory around here, and Super D is going for an anti-air. Okay, now I'll go HQ4 as well, and a Typhoon will be produced as soon as that special vehicle factory finished building. Okay, that Hawk is badly bruised up. Okay, and now again for this Delta right here, I'm going to somehow check the HQ level of this yellow player, because that is very important. Now, if this yellow player has level 3 HQ still, then he might be producing something else, and he's not saving the resources. So pretty much, I'm going to add more naval platforms on my end, because I'm assuming that he has Delta. Okay, since he has level 1 vehicle factory. Now, I'm scouting around the trees right here to detect some infantries that are hidden. Okay, because Super D wants to have his shipyard upgraded without being detected. Now, I'll have a construction yard around there to expand my base, so that of course I'll have defenses on the top left hand corner of the map. Now, he will have Poseidon here on his side of the map against the red player, which will have alligators later on. And I'll have Vikings here on my end in case the yellow player might mess up those alligators. I'll have 4 ABF factory and 1 level 2 ABF factory for Vertex, and obviously that will be used for scouting and destroying nuclears and so on. Okay, here goes the first scout. Let's see what will happen. Okay, fast forward a bit. Level 4 HQ, level 3 vehicle factory, 2 vehicle factories for Jaguar Chameleon. Okay, so that's a very good scout right there. That was a very good one. And scout onto the red player's base to see what he has. Okay, Avia. 2 Avia factory and 3 airfield. So basically this red player will have Avia and Hawks, okay, as well as alligators. And now my partner is going for, you know, the combination of naval platforms and Poseidons, and he is having fun with it. So yeah, he's going to try and abuse it. Okay, there goes. And I told him to have or handle the rocket towers around that place. Since I don't have HQ5, I can only have up to 6 rocket towers. Okay, and I'll handle the defense on the land. There goes those Hawks trying to get rid of those Poseidons that are trying to be annoying. But of course, as we all know, Poseidons has anti-air, covered with the anti-air from those naval platforms. Cyclone Scout right here to scout how many alligators does this yellow player has. Okay, basically the yellow player abandoned the idea of having a lot of alligators and switched over to Jaguar, Chameleon, and Porcupine. And still, those Poseidons are like trying to be annoying. Okay, there's like currently 4 Poseidons, 2 are in range and 2 are in range and are trying to cause some damage over to the red player's base. Additional platform to help cover those Poseidons against alligators. So yeah, that's a very hard thing to deal with as a resistance, because the resistance naval platform is somehow stronger than that of the naval platform of the what do you call this, of the resistance. And then at the same time, the Poseidons are very tanky, making it hard to destroy or deal with. Okay, and now rocket towers are being placed right here because the yellow player is somehow trying to be annoying and trying to scout. Okay, now again, those hawks trying to be annoying as well, although there's not really that much of a critical number of Poseidons there. But man, we all can see that those Poseidons are dealing a ton of damage over to the red player. Hawks again losing. Okay, scout to the yellow player's base. Okay, we see an ample amount of Jaguar Porcupine right there. Those Poseidons are badly bruised up. Of course, they are outnumbered by those hawks. Okay, they're currently the red player has 12 hawks at the moment, and rocket towers are being placed right here from my partner, and I'll add cyclones into the mix so that of course I can help cover this area. Although the rocket tower placement here was a very a mistake, because it should have bunkers before the rocket towers. Okay, bunkers first before the towers. Okay, and now here goes. Poseidons are here, or one Poseidon is there to help out, zone out, or deal damage by force firing. And here goes the Cyclone on the gold defense boost from my partner. Okay, and everything that is revealed by that Chameleon are destroyed or are getting rained upon by rockets by those rocket towers. There are also 4 or 3 alligators around that area right there. Okay, that can actually act or help out as an anti-air against the cyclones that we have. Okay, so I also built 2 rocket towers around my base, or near my base, because the Jaguar, Chameleon, Porcupine can just slip right in there. Okay, because the defenses are not really that good. Okay, and I also have an ample amount of defense right there. So yeah, and pretty much those Poseidons are going to return and try to be annoying still. Okay, and now, ooh, 1 hawk has been destroyed, scout. Okay, and now as you guys can see, I'm going to scout the or actually destroy those or annihilate those riflemen right there that are positioned right there and try to be annoying. Okay, again, I'm going to expand my base. And I'll send some of my cyclones to deal with those hidden infantries. Scout onto the right player's base to see what he has. Still no vehicle factory or whatever. No Jaguars or something. Just Avia. Okay. Meanwhile, the level 5 or the yellow player has level 5 HQ. So there is a possibility that the yellow player might have nuclear. Okay. And so I'll have to upgrade 2 of my, or yeah, 2 out of 4. Okay, 2 out of 4 Avia Factory to level 2. So I'll have level 3 or level 2 Avia Factory, 3 of those. And again, we see those alligators are trying desperately to destroy those Poseidons. Okay, although those Poseidons are outside the range of the naval platform's cover. There goes again, those alligators came in range of those naval platforms and are gonna get shredded. Oh man, this is so hard to deal with. I know the pain of dealing, I just know the pain of having to deal with this kind of scenario, which is very hard as a resistance player, given that those Poseidons can deal a good amount of damage, as you guys can see. Okay, 4 Poseidons almost destroyed that alligator right there. Okay, 1 shot. Okay, given that the alligator is not moving around, of course. Okay, again, 1 Poseidon is gonna get picked off. Okay, and those naval platforms are again going to fire at those alligators. Okay, and bam, destroyed. Okay, Scout. Ooh, tons of army right there. Tons of Jaguar, Chameleon, and Porcupine. Okay. Now, I don't really have a ton of Cyclones around here just for the time being. So, it'll be hard for me to defend. My partner is doing good here. Okay. Destroying those alligators. Very nice. And my partner, Super D, will send some of his Cyclones onto my side to help out with the defense. Now, I have 3 level 2 ABF factories right there, as I mentioned earlier, and those hawks are going to destroy the shipyard. Okay, as best as they can. Okay. Cancel the Poseidon on time before it gets destroyed. Lost like 2 to 3 hawks right there because they are clumped up. But still, those Poseidons are trying to be annoying right there. Now, the red player here, okay, don't get me wrong, he did a good thing right there. Destroying that shipyard and losing 2 to 3 hawks are not a bad trade. Okay. Now I am building the amount of vertex because I'm going to snipe that nuclear in case I can actually scout. Now there goes Cyclone above the cliff right there. Okay, saw that those Jaguars are getting into position to attack. There goes this vertex around here and are going to scout the yellow player. No nuclear just yet, just 2 anti-air and so on. Okay, preparing more naval platforms here as the yellow player. And, ooh, wow, that porcupine damage. The missiles did not hit the vertex, of course. And I'll add more rocket towers and produce more cyclones at this point due to the threat of those Jaguars, Chameleon, and Porcupine, since there's like a lot of them. Okay, and, oh man, my partner here lacked the awareness, and his cyclones are not microed. As you guys can see, those cyclones are just getting destroyed. And oh, Hawk Scout. Okay, so our base right there doesn't really have a lot of anti-air and are exposed. Okay, and oh man, this is a very bad engagement. That many Cyclone cannot deal with that many Jaguar, Chameleon, Porcupine. Also, the Hawks from the red player are trying to help out by attacking the Cyclones at the very edge of the map. Okay, so that was actually nice support from the yellow player. Good support. Okay, and so there are some rocket towers right here that I'm trying to build, of course. And oh man, well, just look at this one-side's ocean battle right here. Okay, very one-sided. Okay, so those alligators cannot do anything. Okay, because they cannot get near those Poseidons to somehow destroy them because of those naval platforms getting in the way. Okay, so yeah, there goes. Again, those alligators cannot destroy the Poseidons fast enough. Okay, before the Poseidons can deal a critical amount of damage. There goes. So yeah, that's a very big pain. Although we have to admit that there's not enough alligators right there. Okay, now the Jaguar, Chameleon, Porcupine are closing in on my base, on my defense line. Okay, and this yellow player is a very good player, placing the Jaguar, Chameleon, Porcupine just outside the range of my rocket towers and are destroying my cyclones from afar using the porcupines. Okay, woohoo, we see the hawks here again. Getting destroyed by those platforms and anti-air from the Poseidon. Okay, my rocket towers here are only rank 20. Okay, these Jaguars are rank 21, which has more range. Okay, so yeah, you cannot really blame them. They are force firing with a gold vehicle attack boost. Okay, and so I'll add more cyclones here onto my end. I'll have one cyclone to catch the attention of porcupines. However, it did not catch the attention of all porcupines. So that was my bad right there. Oh man, how did that vertex survive that many missiles? Okay, and so I'll have to somehow produce or build barracks right there. Okay, to abuse the mechanic of those Jaguars firing at the barracks. Again, any exposed unit here will be shredded by those rocket towers that I have, although I only have 2 rocket towers firing here. Okay, and so I'm going to try and get rid of those units that are inside the fog, reducing the units, and I don't have enough cyclones here to somehow, like hold out until my vertex can destroy all of them. Okay, additional cyclones are pouring out, however, there's like a ton of porcupines inside that fog. Okay, and yeah, well, losing some vertex right there because the vertex got in range of the porcupines first before the cyclone did. Okay, and so yeah, I no longer have any cyclones. However, at this point, those chameleon, or that the yellow player's chameleon, is almost out of energy, so he will be forced to retreat. And yeah, the lag here was superb. Okay, so yeah, destroying some of the porcupines and greatly reducing the anti-air capability of this yellow player, meaning he will have a hard time destroying my cyclones sooner or later. Yeah, and my partner apparently, Super D, is also having the same issue of lag right here. So yeah, both of us are lagging, and Scout onto the yellow player's base saw that there's like a nuclear. However, the animation there was not correct. There was no nuclear that has already been produced. It's just being built. Now, as you guys can see, a nuclear can be produced at the fastest would be a minute 20 seconds or so. Alright, given that there's like a gold production boost at rank 20 or 21. Okay, so if I had a 6 vertex or 4 vertex before 1 minute, then, or before 1 minute and 20 seconds, then I can actually destroy that nuclear before it launches the nuclear. So yeah, okay, there goes. I only need 30 seconds for me to have 6 vertex. Yeah, because I have 3 ABF Factory level 2 to produce them. Meanwhile, looking back on my partner, the red player, or the blue player, Super D, is still raining rampage, and as you guys can see, the naval platform has been destroyed before it can even destroy a Poseidon, due to the fact that it can only fire 1 torpedo. Okay, here goes my vertex in an attempt to somehow destroy that nuclear. Okay, because I saw that there's like no anti-air, and I'm going to somehow swing over at the bottom where there are no or less anti-air and destroying that nuclear, and I will now have to retreat as I lose only 1 vertex in exchange for a nuclear launcher. So that's not a very bad trade right there. That's actually a very good trade. Okay, and then of course my partner thought earlier that I was blind. Yeah, I'm completely aware of the production time of a nuclear, so yeah, you don't really have to worry about that anymore. Okay, I got that covered for you. And so still, the number of those Poseidons are growing, okay, at a critical amount. Meanwhile, the red player is obviously losing more resources than he is gaining per minute. Okay, so yeah, that's actually very hard to deal with. Okay, I have 6 Vikings right there. I'm not fully committing to it. I just have the Vikings to act as a shield for my naval platforms in case the yellow player might attack me with alligators. Okay, I have level 5 HQ and are preparing that space system built. Okay, and still, oh man, this red player though, he's trying his hardest to somehow deal with this Poseidons. However, destroying 1 to 2 Poseidons and then losing all your alligators are not a very good trade. Okay, and as you guys can see, those Poseidons can literally destroy those alligators given their numbers. Okay, so yeah, you cannot really blame the alligators for, they lack the alligator count. Okay, there goes. Now, if ever the red player has a Barracuda right here, 1 Viking can actually change that situation, and then those alligators can like force fire if ever the Barracuda surfaces. So it's not really gonna help out. Okay, and yeah, as you guys can see, the number of those Poseidons kept growing and growing because it is harder to destroy those Poseidons than that of the alligator. So yeah, this is very, very tough, and apparently my partner here is trolling the red player because he could not do anything about this situation. And yeah, this is hard to deal with. Now, those Vikings, okay, I have the Vikings sent over there to help out with the defense. I got like 9 Cyclones, and more Cyclones are now in production as I have a lot of vertex. Now, the red player right here, Okay, I saw those red player or those hawks from the red player and are going to try and attempt to destroy my rocket tower. Hence, I built more anti-air around that location to secure my rocket towers against those hawks. Now keep in mind that this red player cannot really just destroy the rocket towers, for he will lose a lot of hawks, meaning he will have less to defend his base against those Poseidons. Okay, so he can't really afford to lose this. Meanwhile, you're gonna have to try and do something about that. Okay, and there goes. Okay, he lost a lot of hawks right there. Some run out of fuel, and they are slower than usual because of the new fuel update from Art of War. Excuse me. Now, time for me to build up more defenses. I already have HQ level 5, and so on. Again, oh man, this is very bad. Okay, so those Poseidons are already destroying some parts of the buildings, and there's like a lot of alligators here, although still those Poseidons still outnumber the alligators. And the yellow player going to attack me. I have cyclones right there, and there's like, wow, a lot of Poseidons right here. Oh my god. So yeah, and those Poseidons are clearly covered by those naval platforms, as you guys can see right there. Okay, and man, this is very hard. Meanwhile, I have all my cyclones around here and Vertex patrolling the area to destroy any units that are revealed by my cyclones. Sadly, I do not have enough cyclones here to keep this going for a long period of time. And oh wow, just look at that. Okay, so man, insta death. Okay, and again another alligator. And keep in mind that my partner started this out with 1 shipyard, and he has 2 shipyard for Poseidons. Okay, meanwhile I have 9 Vertex around there. Okay. Oh man, very good damage right there. Now those porcupines are trying to be annoying, and they're literally just buying time. This yellow player is buying time. Okay, because he has a nuclear being produced at his base, so he's just buying time right here, trying to get my attention in order for me to somehow forget about the nuclear. And I scouted his base according to the minimap, if you guys can see. Okay, and I'm spamming barracks right here, okay, to deflect the targeting of those Jaguars. Now keep in mind, as a resistance, you can focus fire your Jaguar to destroy those rocket towers instead of the barracks that are being built. Okay, and again, any units that are outside the range of the fog will get shredded. And again, 1 cyclone here, and then of course Vertex to follow. Okay, Chameleon ran out of energy. I saw the nuclear. My partner just informed me about it, and 1 porcupine ain't gonna be enough to deal with that many Vertex. Okay, and yeah, pretty much the army gets annihilated by my Vertex, and I'll head straight over to the yellow player's nuclear, change to air attack boost, and one hitting that nuclear without any chance of canceling. Yeah. Oh man, look at this. The Poseidons from that's a lot of Poseidons, man. Okay, so he must really love his Poseidons due to the fact that this red player is not gonna be able to deal with that. It's very hard to deal with. You need a ton of alligators for that. Given the number of those Poseidons, man, even if you have tons of alligators, that will not really help out because the platforms are behind those Poseidons. So very, very hard. Okay. And yeah, my partner has a space system being produced. The red player, I'm going to try and scout them, okay, because he has a construction yard around there, which means he can build away from the shore. But man, those Poseidons can actually reach those buildings, or most of the buildings. And let's see. And destroying that construction yard. Okay, still has airfield around there, and an HQ being built and did not finish because the construction yard has been destroyed. Meaning this red player cannot do anything at this point because that HQ or the headquarters will not finish constructing. Meanwhile, 1 raid of those Vertex are instantly destroyed by those tons of Poseidon. And yeah, at this point in time, both the players accepted their fate that they will be losing this battle, hence they are now going to surrender and destroy their own buildings to end the battle. So yeah, if you guys like the video, go on ahead, smash the like button, and of course turn on the notification to all notification so that you will not miss an upload or stream from my channel. Might as well leave a comment down below, and don't forget to check out my previous videos as they contain tips and tricks that can actually help you win a battle. Likewise, thanks for watching, have a great day, and good luck with your battles. No, Super D, you're the only one who trolled. I was not trolling because I lagged too much, so I have to play a bit seriously. So yeah. Alright, well, thanks for watching. Bye now.
Victory.